Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Adam. Welcome to another P3D video, another airline transport license exam. Today we're in Rarotonga International Airport and we will be taking off in the A320 all the way to Bora Bora, up in the French Polynesia Islands. It's a very sort of quick flight. It's just over an hour, just under 2 hours. And yeah, we're here in Rarotonga. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And our departure time is for 10 past 10 in the morning. This isn't Zulu time. This is actually real time. I think Zulu time, it's 19:33, something like that. So we've got basically 40 minutes before we depart. So first things first is oh, I love the British Caledonia livery. I absolutely love it. Ooh, what was that? Somebody dropped a bomb, I think. I think we need to ring for the fuelers. So let me get me mobile out. Hello. Yes, can I have a fuel truck, please, to the A320 on stand 1, please?
Refueling truck is on its way.
Thank you very much. So
Please
they
don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives.
will bring that on, which reminds me, we need to insert the load sheet here. There we go. So the fuelers know exactly what to do. And while they're doing that, we can do a walk around of this magnificent plane. The A320 from Airbus, British Caledonia livery. I redid the PBR on this one because it's not really designed for V5, I think. And it didn't really take advantage of the features of V5, but now it does. Here they are, in their Volvo wagon.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to
You alright, mate? Fill her up, please. We've got just over 100 passengers. Our flight crew will be they're on their way. It looks like a beautiful day, to be fair. Not that cloudy in the sky. I'm sure the temperature is in the high 20s. So let's finish this walk around and then we can get on and start setting her up. The ground crew obviously came on, got the ground power unit connected, turned the battery on, set up the flight deck, and now we just need to come in and do the rest. So let me just get around here. So yeah, Rarotonga is in the Cook Islands, which is in the Pacific Ocean. We landed here as part of one of the legs, and now we're going to be taking off from here and heading to the French Polynesia Islands to continue the airline transport license. This is actually going to be a very challenging landing because the runway isn't that long and it's very thin. So in real life, I'm not really sure if an A320 would go to Bora Bora. It most likely would go to Tahiti, and then a smaller plane like an ATR maybe, or even a Twin Otter would go to Bora Bora. But we are in FLIGHTSIM, so we can do what we like. Anyway, let's get aboard her. And whoa, Captain's had a bit to drink today. Oh dear. Oh, unsteady on my feet. Look at that. That is dirty. Pure gold, my friend. Pure gold. Like I said, yeah, the weather looks pretty decent. Let's have a quick look at the report here. We got 2 knots blowing 150. It's 19 degrees actually, so it's actually not that warm. Thought it'd be in the high 20s. And we've got scattered clouds at 3,700 feet, which we could literally see. So other than that though, skies are clear. So let's get into the flight deck and see what's what. Got the checklist here. Like I said, the battery is already on. The APU has already been started. We need to align the IRS and set up the FMD, whatever. So cockpit safety inspection checklist. Master battery is on, check. The mode selector is normal. I'm gonna guess that's the engine mode selector, check. Landing gear is down, 3 green, wipers are off, check. And that is pretty much it. So ground power is connected. We will be starting the APU in a moment. And lighting is done, documentation, park and brake is set. Flaps are on the off position, check. Engine is on idle, check. And really first thing we should be doing is going through the pages here just to make sure that there's no problems. Obviously nothing's actually turned on at the moment, so really that's why there's a lot of yellow. But if it's in red, then it's a problem that we need to address. They're still fueling us up with our fuel. Yeah, we need to get these packs turned on and everything because in fact I can actually turn them off, and that might. Doors, we've got doors open. Wheels, yep. Flight controls, check. So that is all good. Let me X-bleed is set to auto, check. And the zone selectors, we're just gonna turn this down a little bit. Don't want it getting too warm. Oh, we need our nav light on. And that is that. Everything is set up, really. So we are going up to 35,000 feet today. So that's set. Don't need to worry about that. The pressure outside is 1015. Check. And we can now set up our FMC. So we have a company route, NCRG to NTTB, and that will give us our routing. Flight number is Papa 3 Delta Victor 5, and cost index, looking at the sim brief here, is 5, and we're at 350, which I can concur. 350. There we go. So get the IRS aligned. Beautiful. Import the wind data. Beautiful. And our zero fuel weights, according to our flight plan, is 137.8, and we're going to have 43.5 for our center of gravity. Block fuel today, according to the flight plan, but might be different from what they actually load. 17 tons we're taking, and that should fill out the rest. Beautiful. So performance, we will be doing a 2 flaps departure. Performance has already been calculated. Our takeoff speed is 138. It says here 136, so I'll just raise that. And V1 is 134, and then it's 141 for V2 less U. So 2.5 is what our trim kind of needs to be. There's no point in setting that now because it resets anyway once the I think either the engines or the APU is running, so we'll just leave that for now. Now the flight plan routing. So I'm just going to put this on my other screen because I do need to see the waypoints here. We are taking off on the 08. Yes. And we are on the Toke 1P departure for the Dallin transition. And when we arrive, I will put this in now. Obviously, normally you probably wouldn't. But it has been predetermined as part of the exam that we are on the RNAV Zulu runway 11. And that is a final approach, so there's no star to input at all. And that should be it. So checking our flight plan, first waypoint is Tokits, check. It's a short flight. There's literally a couple of ones. We go to Nikos, check. Then we go on to Dallin, check. And then the long drive until our first waypoint at our destination, which is a Merv, check. We've got a disco, get rid of that. After Merv, it's BCal, check. And then we turn to FTB 11. Now, the turn for, let me insert all that. The turn for this, I don't know if this plane can achieve, because it said it's got us going here and then direct there, and really we should be kind of maybe doing that. So I have a feeling what the plane's going to do is either, I mean, it's not just going to suddenly go off this way, it's going to aim for this area. So I think it's going to do a loop-de-loop like that, which is fine. It will still get us where we need to go. So we are on gate or stand 2, sorry, oops. Fuel went to number 1, but obviously we're the only ones here, so that's fine. So I'm going to guess that they have finished loading us up with fuel. Try and see if I can see them out the window. Yep, truck's gone, so let's call the ground crew. Yep, catering service, you can bring that on now, please.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
There we go. I do need to stop these processes running because it's a burn. As I said, this plane hasn't really been updated for V5, but it does work fully. I've updated the flight deck a little bit as well. I've sort of brightened up the textures as they were a little bit dark to make it a little bit more in line probably with what it would be. Okay, so back to flight plan. We've done the ILS, we've done our FSDG, we've done the instrumentation in terms of altitude, baro, sorry. Radio control panel would help if we were tuned in. Boom. Checking on VATSIM to make sure if there's anybody in the area. We're not actually, yeah, we are connected. There we are, but there's nobody around here and there's no controllers, so we haven't got to worry. Right, they are loading the snacks on board. Beautiful. And while we wait for that, looking at the, so transponder needs to go to standby. The engine master switch is off. The engine mode selector is at normal, check. Our comms are set. Parking brake is on set. External lights are on. It says put strobe on auto, but only do that once the engines are started. Beacon is off, check. Seatbelt signs are not on yet because we haven't started boarding. The emergency light is armed, check. The cabin pressure landing elevation is on auto, check. The fuel pumps need to go on next. So that will be once we get ready for liftoff, which is in about 20 minutes. So we could actually call for boarding.
Boarding requested. Do you want to board?
So the crew will start to come on.
Coming.
So what I'll do is basically I'll take us off. We'll have some shots, you know, going up to cruise, but I'll then sort of cut the video and bring you back for the landing. There's no point seeing like a 1 hour cruise. You know, you just want to see the takeoff and landing, really, don't you? So we'll do that. I quite like this airport. It's not a V5 again, but it works. The night time of this, you can tell it's not a V5 airport. It's a V4 airport, but like I said, it works fully in V5, except for the integration of true sky atmosphere. It doesn't, the models and textures, you know, don't actually blend in with that, but it's actually fine. It's not a deal breaker for me. I quite like it. So that's the crew aboard. Let's get these fuel pumps on. Make it, oops, sugar. We can get the APU started then. Transponder to stand by, and we'll just walk any old number there. So,
Passengers bus is coming.
Cool. So passengers are beginning to board. Put the door light. Oh no, actually, we'll start the APU up now. Get that going. Get the oxygen running. Would be nice. So let's start the old APU up.
Passenger boarding starting.
And that is APU available. Beautiful. APU is available. So temperature in the cabin now is a little bit chilly, but that's fine. It's cooler than the outside air, so that's the main thing.
Boarding pass, please.
We'll have that ready for engine start. Put that on VOR. Okay, already was. Put that one off. Yeah. I think they're still loading the bags and that. Don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe they're waiting for the bags. Don't see any bags. Nope. No bags, mate. But you're all done, aren't you? It could do with shutting the door for the cargo area. Now we're on APU, we can disconnect from our external power unit, and they can clear that, along with all the cones and stuff. And that is that done. So it's just the doors.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Should be a good flight. 1015, wasn't it? Oops. So we got a rotation speed of 138. Let's go through the departure briefing. So there is no... Oh, there is actually. This is the departure. So taking off from runway 08. So so obviously, yeah, get on the runway, man flex, and then call V1. We hit toga, rotate, we'll fly up, wheels up, first stage of flaps up, and then autopilot to tow kit, and then we fly basically this departure SID out Nikos to Dallin, and then we're off on our, you know, departure. It says, yeah, Toket, turn left, direct to Nikos, track 55, and then go to Dallin.
Welcome on board.
There are no other real things I need to know. Transition altitude is 130, so also standard then. Airport elevation is only 19, so we're all good, to be honest. I don't really need to look at that chart again. So it says here, during night operations, pilots are cautioned about pressure of high intensity floodlights at stadium south of the runway. Visibility to the west of the, I mean, we're flying in the daytime, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, they got 777s and 787s that fly into here. They'll be given priority at stand 1. Wide body aircraft turning on stand 1 and taxiing away from stand 1 to use minimum power.
Hello.
That's pretty cool. I don't really see. Don't really see any other traffic in the area, to be honest, so we don't really have to worry about traffic here. So it looks like they've finished throwing on the cargo, so we can get those doors shut. And then we're just waiting for everybody to get on board, really. We don't need a pushback, we can just go straight off. We'll be taxiing down to here and then turning right, so it's pretty easy. And to be honest, there's not much else to do here, so we'll turn on the packs to give them a little bit of coolant. 30, oh god, that's heating up. Maybe we won't turn on the packs. Well, we'll leave them off. We've just blasted warm air from the APU into the cabin. It's now 42 degrees and 39 degrees. Oh my gosh. That'll come back down. I've nuked the passengers. Oops a daisy. Oh man. Yeah, it's dropping now, so. Right, so we're pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting for that load sheet from the ground crew, and we can get everybody seated for departure. So let's do
this way.
So cockpit preparation checklist. Fuel pumps are on. Check. The FMGS is set out.
Bus is coming.
Cabin signs, we'll put them on once everybody's in. Fuel quantity, we've got fuel on board 15.8, so we're about 1,500 pounds, 1,000 pounds shy of what we actually requested. That kind of ripped us. Takeoff date has been inserted and altimeter has been checked. We're ready for a before start checklist now. Looks like everybody's quieting down now.
Good morning.
So we need to obtain clearance, but obviously we're going to be given it because there's no ATC controller here. We're waiting for the doors to be closed, and then we can get our startup clearance. So we obviously have been cleared to our destination. That clearance has been obtained, but there is no other. So obviously I'm tracking the flight through Volanta, basically because this takes care of my career mode, and all my hours get logged into here. So got nobody in the area.
Good morning.
So yeah, any flights that I do, all the hours get logged here, and then I can see how I'm doing. It'll also rate my landing as well, which obviously will come up on the screen, but I won't know until I check Volanta, because I don't actually have a preview of the recording. Now, if you're interested in seeing more of these, because obviously I'm only doing the odd video here and there are 10 flights. Let me bring up my flight plan here for my ATPL. So there's 10 flights to do. As you can see, I've passed 3 legs already. Sorry, there's 10 legs, not 10 flights. So there's 10 legs in total, and I'm on the 4th leg here. So this is the first flight of the 4th leg. Now, I did a video, I believe, for one of these, which was the previous video, and then I'll do another one probably around the A319 or 777 maybe. But I do the other flights on a stream at least once a week. So if you're interested in seeing the full flight take place, go watch the stream. That's available there. Obviously, you're only going to get the takeoff and landing here. And everything's pre-recorded. But if you want to see it actually happening live, I either stream either on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, depending. And it will go up at least 24 hours before I stream, so you will get a heads up of when it will be. So, yeah. They coming, what's the deal? They're still coming off the bus. So, I mean, we're all ready to go. We're up here. We're, you know, it's the people in the back we're waiting on. Cool in our heels. So I will turn on that one.
Boarding pass, please.
And that's to tell them to turn off all electronics. We don't want people, you know, nuking us with our expensive flight equipment up here. So this one should be like I said, an interesting Bora Bora. I don't think. Let me get some information up on it. I honestly don't think they actually land this plane there. So Bora Bora is known as Motu Mute Airport, serving the island of Bora Bora in the French Polynesia. Bless you. Located in the Isle of Motu Mute. It was opened in 1943 during World War II. More importantly, what planes fly in? So there's only 2 airlines that serve that place, Air Tahiti and Air Moana. Moana, nice. We've got DC-8, DC-7s have been there, DC-4s, Fokker 27, Twin Otter, ATR. Literally no jets land there. Oh dear. So this is an extra challenging landing. The runway is where is it? About 4,938 feet. So, but it's asphalt, not concrete. Anyway, load sheet is on, so we'll take that, and we'll tell passengers to sit down, and we are ready for our engine start. Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain here. Welcome aboard this British Caledonia flight to Bora Bora. We'll be starting our engines in about 5 minutes and taxiing out to the runway. We got a departure time of 10 past 10 that we want to meet, which is in 20 minutes. So we'd appreciate it if you take a seat and listen to the stewardesses. They're going to be running through a few safety announcements that we really appreciate you to take care of, and I'll come back to you when we are in cruise. So that's that done. So we'll get these engines started now. So right before start checklist, windows. Oh, we gotta close the doors. Yo, close the doors, my man. That would help. There we go. Now we're closed. So parking brake is set. Check. Beacon.
The cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Thank you very much. Transponder is on. Check. APU bleed is on. Check. Before start checklist complete. Right. Engine starts. Let's go. So flick the ignition. That's done. That's done. Seatbelt signs are on. Right. Starting engine 1. Or 2 rather. There we go. We got a rotation. Turn on the brake fan. Looks like it's going to be a good rotation. Beautiful. We can now turn on that pack and we'll turn on engine 1. We'll have stage 2 flaps. And it looks like it's going to catch. Boom, we got 2 engine good starts. Right. So that's all good. Engine off. We'll set our 2.5 now. 2.5. There we go, 2.5 set. Right, APU can come off. With APU bleed back on. And we are ready to taxi out. Let's lock the flight door, we don't want anybody coming in. Parking brake can go off. And we are ready to taxi, my man. Let's go. Auto throttle on. Beautiful, look at her. Beautiful. Right, let's drop our, turn that on. Put our strobe on. And we are on the runway, so landing lights on.
On runway 26.
So we basically have to backtrack down the runway, and I'll put this on the other screen, and then do a turnaround and then take off again. It's a Beautiful sunny day. There's no clouds in the sky, apart from, well, there is a couple actually. Nothing major. Yeah, this route to the Cook Islands, quite beautiful. So let's say, right, let's see if we're set up for takeoff. Pitch disagree. Well, it is 2.5, my man. I'll check that. 2.5, that's what it says. 2.5 up, isn't it? 2.5 down. Oh dear. Yeah, we need to change that. We'll do that once we turn around here. Yeah, that's my bad. Oh, sugar. We haven't turned on our weather. Hang on. Do you know what? We're not set up here for takeoff at all. Let's
On runway.
Alright, we'll just stop her here. We'll complete. So we didn't turn on the weather radar. That's my bad. We'll have the terrain on. And this needs to be 2.5 down. Where's the down? 2 point... Up, 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 up. Where's the down? 2.5... There. Beautiful. Set for takeoff. Okay. Takeoff time. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Rock and roll. Here we go. Man flex. Auto throttle is on. .34 is what we want. V1, toga, rotate. We're in the air, beautiful, wheels up. Flap stage 1. Speed brake disarmed. And we'll go straight to autopilot. Brake fan off. One-way turn off. Nose light. Strobes. Beautiful. Where's all the, here it is. See you later, Cook Islands. Nice. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't put it to climb. That's my fault. Too busy. This is why looking at scenery is you gotta focus on your flight. Scenery makes no difference when you're flying a plane. It's about the procedures in the flight deck. And I completely burned mine just then by looking out the window, looking at the scenery. It's never about the scenery. Right. So we are now on our departure to Dallin. Climbing up nicely. We are going way too fast for this height, but we will bleed it off, so I'm not worried about it. Everything's set up here. Right, after takeoff checklist, APU bleed goes off. It is, check. APU master off, check. Engine mode selector, normal. Seatbelt signs, we're going to release the crew only, so has to let the crew go. Anti-ice as needed, we don't need it yet, it's still 24 degrees outside. And set for standard, which is 1-3. And after takeoff checklist complete, we're climbing out on the climb speed thrust. Landing lights are off at 10,000 when we get there. And basically going up to cruise. So that is pretty much it. Beautiful. So basically, I will bring you back when we are just about to descend, because we're literally just going to be like this now until we get to our cruise. So I'll bring you back then. Okay, so I brought us back. We're 40 miles from our top of descent, so we need to input some data. This is our arrival going in. Basically pretty easy, although the actual landing itself is not going to be. So let's put in our data. We need to put in the QNH for the airport is 1013. Temperature is 24 degrees and the wind is 1094. It's going to be a full flaps landing, and the landing speed has been calculated at 141. We'll leave 140, that's close enough. The barrow at the airport is 450. So that's all that set up. The course of the runway is 112. It's not an ILS, so we haven't got to worry about that. And the height at which we have to descend down to is 2,000 feet. So we'll set that up. We've already got everybody in their seats. Stewardesses have already gone round, so we are literally now waiting for the 20-mile marker to start our descent. So I shall bring you back once we have begun our descent. Right, so we're descending now. Anti-ice can come off. We've got our speed brake on and we're in thrust idle. And we're on profile, we're descending down. The airport's probably still about 80 miles, 100 and, yeah, about 90 miles out. Transition altitude isn't until 9,000 feet, so, but I mean, we're pretty much already on the thingy of the airport anyway, which is 1013. The weather is 3 knots on landing, blowing 109. We're landing runway 11. So, not too much of a crosswind, if any. Temperature is 24 degrees, so it's quite warm out this part. We're just about to go through the clouds. Passengers have got a beautiful view. And yeah, we'll knock that off for landing. Not that it'll make any difference. So 64 nautical miles till Merev. We've got a deceleration, I think, at that point. Or that's probably when we have to re-engage to climb mode, sorry. Yeah, well, I mean, not much else to do, really. Check, no company messages. Yeah, we're pretty good. 23,000 feet going down, really. It's just enjoy the ride at this point. Not much to do. So, air transport license. Let's see, we'll be able to put out a stage of flaps in a minute. Actually, no, because it'll, as soon as I put it in climb mode, that will rev back up again. So, but air transport license, yeah, so it's 10 legs. With some of these legs having 3 flights, so I have to basically 51.5 hours of flight time with landings 250, like minus 250 or better. Once I do that, then I've got my airline transport license and I can carry passengers with a pilot's life. This isn't anything to do with a pilot's life, this is just something I've created for myself the licensing side, because it doesn't exist with a Pilot's Live for in P3D. So it's just something I put together. Obviously I can fail it, because by the time I get to San Francisco, if I haven't accrued the hours for the landings that have been minus 250 or better, I haven't got the license. But at the end of the day, if I do a landing that is greater, like I did the landing where it was 259, you know, then I just redo that flight until it is minus 250. So by the time I do reach the destination, I will have accrued those hours, as long as the flight plan, like the hours flown, is exactly the same time, you know, as the actual flight itself. If it turns out that they're shorter and I haven't accrued the hours, then I don't get it. So alright, we're gonna have to go into climb mode in a minute. I think it's when we hit this pink dot, when this green dot comes up level. It'll let me know anyway, to be honest. So we're on maximum brakes. Oh no, we're on. Oh, it's not happening. Oh, we'll turn the APU on. Get that rolling up. Obviously at 10,000 feet we activate the lights. So we'll start the APU now, if I can. There we go. Ready for when we land. Obviously I know that you kind of meant to, you know, do it sort of, put that on flight plan, when you get on the ground, but I like to do it as I'm going down. Right, so it looks like we might need to engage climb mode here. See what happens. It is still throttling down, to be fair. APU is available. So we have got APU on. Still can't have my maximum auto brakes. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna put it. It hasn't told me to put it in climb mode, but I'm gonna do it now, because if I don't, it's going to stall us. So. Brake out. Yeah, let's bring the speed brake in so the throttles can throttle down. There we go, and then that will reduce our speed again. We've got a deceleration anyway, so we don't have to worry. I need to know about these brakes. Which one are they under? It's a little bit. It's getting a little bit warm back there, so we'll knock down the aircon a bit. Hopefully that'll cool down and everything. Cabin pressure, electrical, hydraulics. So it looks like we can actually set our auto brake max, which I do want. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. No recalled items. That's not Bora Bora. One of these islands is Bora Bora. I think it's this one here. This is where we're landing, or it might be that one. And then you got Tahiti, I think is the main one. So going is a little bit fast, but hopefully it will slow us down when we get to this pink dot below 250, which is kind of where it needs to be. Descending nicely. Let's have a look at how it's going to play out. So yeah, it's going to go to pretty much what I thought, towards the airport and then circle out back around. No worries on that. So let's get this set up ready. We can start dropping flaps and everything. I do want maximum auto brakes because it's the runway's only for just under 5,000 feet in length, so I do want it to be able to stop as soon as possible. I mean, it's a shame our landing speed is actually as high as it is, because I could have done with it being a bit lower. Yeah, let's set this now. Temperature 24 degrees, 109 blowing 3 knots, visibility 15 miles. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a haze on the horizon, so hopefully not too cloudy or low. I've got some that island there. How gorgeous is that? Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Hopefully it's not too loud for you and that you've been able to hear me, because that will be a rip if you haven't. But that looks like a really nice island to fly a twin otter around with floats on. Might have to do that. So, coming up to this island, there's like another atoll there. There we go, there's our decel. It does want me to put it in auto throttle idle, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be looking to put my first stage of flaps out soon. We have got a decel coming up anyway, so I have every confidence that this will get me the speed I need. So we are at legal requirements. We are at 250. That's all that we need to know, really. Only really go throttle idle if I needed to slow down for spacing reasons. So landing lights are on, cabin signs are on, engine mode is at normal. Landing data has been entered. It's not asking me to put it in anymore. Nav aids are in, and it says activate approach phase. The nav check that approach phase automatically activates. So, which we could do here, but in heading track mode, activate APPR phase 15 miles from touchdown. Alright, we're nowhere near that. We're at least 25 miles out. So it's when we get to BCal we activate approach mode. That's the approach checklist complete. So the next checklist is the final checklist where we hit APPR. So some islands on the horizon. Tahiti, I think, is the main one. $7,000 feet, slowing down nicely. Could probably do with more slowing down, but my speed brake is in and active. I can't get max auto brakes. I really need to know how. But I don't know. So it's all nice and cool. Get that ready for the door. Okay. Here we go, we're coming in. So she's gonna go to the island. We're landing on this island here by the looks of it. So I think it's on the other side. Yeah. Landing on that island. 6,000 feet. It really wants me to idle me throttle, so oh no, it's decided against it. We're okay. Yeah, it'll be alright. So we're in the Barrow. We are looking to drop a stage of flaps ASAP, which I guess we'll do just before, well, hopefully before we make the turn. But it might be on, looks like it's going, how's this going? So we turn, and then we come around, hang on, this goes that way. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out. We'll have to, we might need to intercept. We'll see. We're almost there for first stage. There's the island, Bora Bora. Airport is just over those humps. Looking good. 47. Flight director says 20 by Bocal. So it looks like we'll meet it. This is at 2,000, but that's on our final in, so that's fine by me. I'm hoping I can get auto brake max on that. I don't know if I need to do anything else. Maybe it's because the APU is selected, I don't know. Right, here we go. That ocean down there, oh yeah. Okay. Just above profile a bit. Speed is increasing, which we don't want it to do, so I will throttle idle this time. And then keep that throttled idle until we can put our flaps out. It should start to go down. There we go, we dropped it.
2,500.
There we go, we're dropping. So we're on the approach mode. And we can drop our first stage. Second stage. Looks like we're turning this way. I'll put the strobes are on. Okay, we need to go into climb mode, otherwise we will stall.
Speed, 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 speed.
Yeah, we're okay, mate. Very hairy landing this will be. 2,000 feet. So when we get to, looking at the charts, when we get to NTTB 11, we can drop her the altitude straight down and let her just approach the airport as she wants to. So stage 3 is at 185, so technically we could do that now, but I'll wait till we straighten out. Should start to be able to see the island. It's just coming into view now. Wow. Amazing is that. Can't even see the wing because of how much is coming over it. Boom. Okay. So we're going to drop our next stage of flaps. Put the runway lights on. Once we hit FTB 11, it's straight down and final, and you know, all the good stuff. Can we go brakes max now? No, it looks like it's medium brakes, but I'd rather have max, but it is what it is. So everything's set up here. Lock the flight door. It is locked. Beautiful. Here it is, FTB 11. Can't see the runway or the airport. Looks like there's a ground layer of thingy, but I'm not worried. It's fine. We're just above our landing speed, so right. So I can go down to 100. And she's ready to start descent. Let's do it. Started a little bit early, but we're good. It will do what it needs to do when it needs to do it. When we hit FTB 11 is when we're gonna drop our other stuff. So. Right. Landing gear, full flaps, and she should start to descend. There she goes. Descend. There we go. We're coming in for landing. There's the runway, I think. Yep, there's the runway. I feel like we're a bit high, but hey, trust in the charts. Okay. So I will knock off autopilot and land her when she gets to about 500 feet. She can take me all the way in. I might reduce her speed to 135 in a minute. Just to help, because we haven't got maximum auto. Oh, we have got maximum auto brakes. Beautiful. Well, I'm still going to do that because every little helps. She's descending nicely.
1,000.
Here we go. Look at that. Take a picture. Right, here we go. Slow her down. And
100 above. 500.
500. Daddy's got the plane.
Speed. Speed.
Minimum.
Speed.
Yeah, we're good, mate.
400.
Speed. Speed.
We're good.
Speed.
Shut up.
Speed. Speed. Speed.
Can't shut him off.
Speed.
300.
Speed. Speed.
Okay, here we go.
Speed.
200.
Speed. 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 Speed.
We're good, mate.
100.
Speed. Speed.
70. 60.
Retard.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard. Oh man, that was heavy. That was heavy. Oh no, that was definitely not a pass. That was a slam dunk. We're gonna watch the. Yeah, that was definitely a slam dunk. That was definitely.
100 above.
Yeah, we've broken everybody's backs. There's no way that was. Here, we can do a turnaround here. There's no way that was smooth. That was a slam. That was a slam bam. Thank you, ma'am. We'll do a turn here.
Approaching 29.
Oop, we've stopped. Did the brakes too much. Okay.
On runway.
That, I'm sorry, but that was too hard. And that, right, flight director off. Transponder off. APU's running. That was too hard. Why does it say 2992? We will, I'll put the flaps back out, otherwise they won't be there on landing. And we'll watch the replay on that one. We'll just park her here. That was way too hard. Alright, I gotta see that. It's the replay, mate. Come on. Try this out. Now, because I'm doing an instant replay, this effect will be locked on as we get there. It ruins the effects by doing this. So there's the runway. Let's get the plane into view. Although I do want to see it on the side. Okay, here we go. Unbelievable, that. That was way too hard, I know that. We'll check the landing now and flight, otherwise Volanta will think I've landed again. So the landing on this, minus 678, failed. Absolutely failed. We better disconnect from FLIGHTSIM as well. Absolute fail, that. So you win some, you lose some. I'll have to redo this flight, and yeah, that if I did that whilst employed with somebody, I'd be instantly fired. I'd be looking for a new job now. Here we go. Unbelievable. What did I do wrong? So this is where I evaluate myself now. So, I mean, I think taking the autopilot off is what did it. I did lower my speed to try and, you know, but I'm coming in too fast still, I feel. I mean, it looks good, you know. And then Bam! Yeah, just hit the deck too hard, really. Hit the deck too hard.
Speed.
So, let's go get a gate here. One part of, yeah, we'll have that. So flaps can go up. I can go off. Everything else is set. Runway lights, turn off lights, taxi time, strobe off. Let's go. Unbelievable. We'll get rid of these passengers, and then that's basically it, you know. It was a ripperoni. Definitely not my finest landing. A bit more practice needed, it seems. French Polynesia, Bora Bora. Welcome to it. So yeah, he's got us coming in on this one. So turn our taxi light off. That'll do. Hit the brakes, and we can instantly turn off our engines and call for ground services. Open these doors. Don't need them ones. Get everything in place. Well, we'll wait till we actually take the seatbelt signs off, love. You know what I'm saying? And get rid of them. Right, APU is on, so is ground power, so APU can now come off. Turn off the ground heats. Turn off the packs, they'll get off quicker. Doors are all open. And this is now done. Unlock the door. There we go, and that's it, guys. So we'll deboard the effect traps when you do a replay. Anyway, that's basically it. We're going to onboard these passengers. I will have to redo this flight because it was a complete burn. Probably try it at night time next time, see if that's any better. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget I give away sim market vouchers every month. 50 euros to spend on any flight sim add-on for any simulator can be yours. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber of this channel, leave comments down below in any of my videos, and at the end of every month I draw the winner. Anyway, take care, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye bye.